Cash Machine by Oliver Tree is going to be played in drop D tuning. If you don't know what drop D tuning is, it's where you take your sixth string, which is typically tuned to an E, and you detune it to a D so that it's the same note as your fourth string, but it's just an octave lower. The song itself is basically a mashing together of three distinct chord progressions. The first will be an A to an F sharp to a C sharp to a D. The way that we're going to play these chords are going to be slightly different than standard chords since we're in drop D tuning. For the A, you will bar your first finger across the 7th fret of the guitar and put your pinky finger or your ring finger, whichever is easiest for you, on the 3rd string of the guitar, 9th fret. And you'll be strumming across strings 6 through 3. So that's going to be your first chord. Your second chord is you'll take this exact same shape and just slide it down 1, 2, 3 frets so that your first finger is barring across the 4th fret of the guitar and your pinky finger is now on the 3rd string, 6th fret. The rhythm there is going to be, so that's down, down, and then up, kind of muted strings, and then down, down on this F sharp chord. The next chord is going to be the C sharp. The way that you'll do this is you'll move your first finger to the 5-string 4th fret, and then with either your pinky or your second finger, I use pinky because it's easiest for me, you'll bar the 6th fret of strings 4, 3, and 2. And you just want to strum strings 5 through 2. You'll need to use your fingers to mute out other strings that aren't being strummed. But that's your C sharp. And then just take this shape and slide it up 1 fret for the D, so that your first finger is on the 5-string 5th fret and your pinky finger or your ring finger, whichever you had been using, is barring the 7th fret of strings 4, 3, and 2. And that's the chord progression for the first part of the verse, the A to the F sharp to the C sharp. And the same rhythm is taking place in the C sharp to the D, the down, down, and then up, down, down on the C. And that repeats. The last progression to know in this song is going to be the F sharp from earlier to the A from earlier, using your first finger to bar and your pinky finger to be on the 3rd string. So you're going F sharp to the A, and then you're going to open up to a D. And this is why we're in drop D, is so that we can have this 3rd note drop below the phrasing of the other 2 notes. If you don't detune your guitar, this won't sound right because you'll have to ascend to a D, and that won't sound right because the way that this is getting played is F sharp ascends to an A, and then the A drops down to a D. And then, so the way this D is getting played is basically just a standard D chord. Got an open 6th string because we're in drop D, open 5, open 4, first finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, ring finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and you can either just avoid the 1st string altogether, or you can put your 2nd finger down on the 1st string 2nd fret. But after that D chord, you'll then play an E chord, which we've not played yet, but it's the exact same shape as our F sharp and our A's from earlier. You're just going to bar across strings 6, 5, and 4 on the 2nd fret with your first finger and put your pinky finger on the 3rd string 4th fret, and then you'll come back up to the F sharp.